adult and teen class, I was startled because it seemed like more adults and fewer teenagers. And I was like, wow, these people are kind of old. I don't know how I can relate to them. But I thought it was actually ended up being a great opportunity because going to school every day, sometimes you get too used to relating to a bunch of people your own age and not relating to adults as often. But it's a different skill, and it's a really great thing because these people had so much life experience and had so many things to talk about. And there was really nice people there.
I think it's really beneficial. I think when you're around people the same age all the time, you might feel like you're comfortable and you feel like you kind of understand everything, but when you get in a different demographic, you kind of realize how dealing with people is still the same. It's still kind of the same principles, but it helps to be able to get along with people of all different age groups. It's not just dealing with people the same age. You're dealing with different interests and different ideas and stances on things. And I think it really helps to kind of expand just your worldview and just your everyday life. So,
one of the greatest things about Dale Carnegie is that there is so much peer-to-peer learning. Each week you have an opportunity to learn from people that are, some have similar backgrounds, some are totally different, and yet the common thread is that we're all people that are having similar situations in life. And learning from other people and their experiences, I think, is one of the best takeaways from the class. Sometimes you don't make relationships with other people because you think they're different. And then you take a class like this and you realize there's so much richness in having that experience that it makes you want to do it even more.
Our class was interesting because it has teenagers and adults, so it wasn't just a bunch of professionals. So you learn from people your own age and then other people who are obviously much more wise and scholarly than I am. So since the class had such a range of age groups in it, you really learn from each other, and they had a lot of different experiences, which I really had never encountered before in my life. So going into the class with such a diverse group was really, really beneficial to me.
At first I thought it was going to be very strange, especially when I saw there was one girl that I think was 11 years old. And it turned out to be really, really rewarding because while the issues that the teens and the kids are dealing with are different, the depth of emotion and the wisdom that some of them have in how they're approaching their problems, it was actually very refreshing and very instructional for me because sometimes you forget that childlike wisdom that you have.
The teen adult class was surprising to me because it really helped me see that there's so much wisdom in young people. And the teen adults are really ambitious.
when I first got there, I sat down, I kind of was looking around and was like, well, why am I here? And then I stood up to say my name and why I was there, and I just freaked out and my stomach jumped, and right then I realized that this was the place for me and I had a lot of work to do. So
it sounds like a scary thing to have to talk in front of everyone every week, but really if the thought of it scares you, then you should take the class twice as much, because by the end of the class, it's going to be something that's going to make you excited to think about talking in front of people. And there's probably going to be times in everyone's life when you need to talk in front of a group, even if it's just a few people or if it's a whole room full of people. And you don't want that to be something that you're dreading, because then you're not going to be able to reach them as much. But if it's something that you look forward to and a challenge that you accept, then you might learn how to make a difference in people's lives just by talking to them. And even if you don't have to talk to a big group of people, the course can help you with meeting one new person face to face. Anyone wants to be able to meet new people and make new friends like that, and the course will help you with that.
I got invited to the Ann Arbor Rotary to give a presentation. So I won the Junior Rotarian Award for Leadership and Community Service. And so to receive that award, I was supposed to give a speech. And this speech was held downtown at the Michigan Union, and it was in front of like 300 business professionals in Ann Arbor. It was pretty intimidating. Everyone was dressed up, and I was dressed up, and they'd taken my picture, and it was in the news and everything. And so probably prior to the Dale Carnegie course, I would have been really nervous and probably couldn't have done it. But after taking the course, I feel like that I had the skills necessary and the preparation to be able to go up there and speak in front of all these people. So I actually volunteered to go first out of our group of 3, and they were really impressed by it. And I was able to talk to this group as if I was just having a conversation, giving a speech. And so I thought that Dale Carnegie really helped me out there.
I do some internet writing, and collegehumor.com, this website, contacted me, and they wanted me to do a video contest. And when I first got the email, the first thing I thought of was just to jump on it, which I think before the class I probably would have just let it slack and keep it in my red email box and not do anything about it. So I immediately called one of my friends up and said, we have to do this, I'm going to win this. And he was just like, okay, whatever. And I started recruiting people, made the first video, and got into the final round. And then the last video, I actually probably spent my entire Thanksgiving break just getting people to vote for me, and everybody was pretty annoyed by the end of the week, but I ended up winning $5,000, so I think it was worth it.
In band every year, after the marching band season is over, we have this big awards ceremony that we do. It's our banquet at the end of the year to just celebrate the whole season. And he gives out 2 awards for every grade, for outstanding freshman girl and boy, outstanding sophomores. And I was the outstanding senior girl this year, which it was really exciting for me because there's a lot of senior girls. And before he gives out the awards, he gave this nice speech about how I'd done such a good job leading my section. And I really started to realize that it was the Dale Carnegie course that helped me do that, and it helped me so much with the leadership techniques, special little things that I used to encourage the people in my section. And I was really thankful because that was something that was really important to me. I really cared about being a good leader. And I was a little doubtful about my ability doing it, and I thought this course really helped me. And when I got that nice fine award, it was kind of physical proof. Wow, that actually did something great for me.
For college, the college process, you have to do interviews, right? I applied to MIT and Stanford. So for my MIT interview, I was really nervous going in. I've never really done a professional interview before, and it's sort of a different dynamic, but you take the same qualities that you learn from the Dale Carnegie course and you apply it to basically every sort of talking that you have to do in life. So my interview, I just remember all these things that Dale Carnegie taught me about speaking and about how to present myself and how to organize my thoughts on the fly. And so I think that I did a really good interview, which really helped me get into MIT. It was one of the contributing factors that they said.
It really goes by quickly. It's nothing like a college course. It's nothing academic about it. You're involved the whole time.
What's different is you don't have homework. You're not listening to a lecture. It's really, everything's hands-on, very supportive.
It's not like school. It's not something that your teacher has sat you down and told you about how to be a good leader or how to make a good first impression or how to remember someone's name. It's something more that can get passed by and that you might never learn in your whole life, but it's something that really makes a difference in the way that you relate to people. And so I think that it's something that would benefit anyone, really.
I would say that it's one of the best decisions you can make because all through your life you're going to need to be able to talk to people, and how you talk to people and how you present and how you organize everything you think about is really important when just getting a job or going through life. And so you'll find that everything you do will somehow link back to Dale Carnegie eventually. So just take the class and you won't regret it.